Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Resonance Rising. So in this episode, we're going to go and try to make a different type of tree farm, one that I've actually never created before, so it's going to be a learning experience while I go about it. One of the things that we're going to need to start off with is getting some clay, since this contraption will require a nice convenient source of clay, which thankfully we have one. Without it, the conveniency. The conveniency would be lost on everyone. So we're going to go for a Mine Factory Reloaded tree farm. Now, I'm not sure about all of you guys, but I've never actually touched Mine Factory Reloaded in any sort of industrial sense. I've done a bunch of other different types of tree farms, though I am learning to try to use different mods that I've never done before in hopes that I'll find some sort of way to tie a bunch of them together in a much more, well, hopefully useful solution. So what we're going to need are two machines. We're going to need a harvester. So if we check it, that's going to require this stuff. And then we're also going to require a planter right here. And we're also going to need some other stuff. So this is first we need some factory machine blocks, which requires some plastic sheets, which require a bit of smelting. Now the reason we want to go for a tree farm is one, we need as much wood as we possibly can, and two, it'd be, nice to not go timber and yeah, deconstructing a forest, not a fun thing to do. Okay, maybe if we had some sort of tree harvester using the good old-fashioned, you know what, I'm going ahead of myself. So, what do we have in our fanny pack right over here? We got some rubber, though I don't think it's enough for all the plastic sheets that we will require. So, first of all, we're going to charcoal that up. We're going to also smelt this. And the charcoal will definitely be needed a lot for more copper crushing later. And for some reason, this hasn't grown really. This, I don't know, something berry bush. It hasn't grown. However, these haven't sprouted new appendages either. Maybe they require the berries to, not be on top of it. And maybe this actually requires to be in a nether. Okay, I am making a big goof of myself. So, let's see. We are going to just need to get our rubber plasticized, and we are going to need quite a bit of it. Oh, wait, it produces 4 per, so that is definitely a nice sign of sanity. Too bad we don't have any ourselves. And we're also going to need some smooth stone and some regular old-fashioned cobblestone. Where are... here it is. Let's go for a stack of regular stone. There we go, and we're going to need to also smelt this up, so I think our remaining 2 will go for that. Now we're going to need 1 because we also need our bricks to be smelteried. Smelteried, I say! Smelteried! Okay, I am making a complete fool of myself. So once we get this last bit, we'll have probably all of the plastic that we need. Actually, now that I think of it, we're going to need 1 extra set of sheets because I kind of messed mine up. Okay, so we need to make a piston, and a piston is what we need to make. Pistons require iron, which I thankfully have. We also have redstone, cobblestone, and wood, so thankfully we got everything. Now, I think I saw when composing my mod list that there was some other sort of table that we'd be able to make. Maybe I'm just getting crazy. Liquid Crafter. What is the Liquid Crafter? Another Mine Factory Reloaded thing. So let's not worry about that and actually do our dang job, thank you. And how many are we going to need? I'm thinking we should make 5 pistons for the heck of it. Ha! Because you never know how many we're going to need in the future. What we probably do know somehow, those people who have their calculators at the ready probably know faster than I do, though that is something that's not exactly new. So let's see. I think it's this and this. That makes 1 of them. And we're going to need to have our plastic sheets as here. And we're gonna miss one of them. Dang it. And what is it? So we need to make the harvester first. That requires a golden pickaxe, which is a golden opportunity. And we don't have our gold with us. However, it is in over here. So in over our head. Once again, need to make another crafty thing. Oh, wait. That's something we should plant down. Do we have any sand whatsoever? Sand, sand, yes we do. It'd be nice to have sand so that we don't have to worry about dyes anymore, because I think I'm the only ones with cactus in this entire area so far. Kieran definitely does not. And if I'm correct, we've actually added a few people to our server, but they aren't on yet, since they probably just got recently the invite. However, they will be appearing eventually to our fun little community. I'm not too sure how loving it is, so I won't use that operand, but hey, it's the thought that counts. Making a bit of that, we're also going to need to make a bit more. That's why we're going for the gold. Go for the gold, my friends. Go for the gold, and go for a furnace that is not entirely filled, jam-packed with nothingness. Because, frankly, I did not remember that was there. Note to self, make sure you check all of the dang furnaces. And that's probably why we need some sort of automation line. We can probably use hoppers very easily to get a simple solution, but that is at another point in time entirely. But it would be nice to know where everything is. Dang it. Okay, let's smelt the remainder of this. That'll be good. And gold pickaxe. Gold pickaxe. We need gold pickaxe. Let's go pickaxe with the gold pickaxe. Get all the wood. And over here. There. So with this, because it might be nice to cut, we can make the harvester. And let's go and be... come on. Okay. You got me. I didn't know you'd require that. I did not know that you'd require that. However, it is still annoying that you require something that well, I suppose it does make sense, but I am in rage mood. Stop trying to make sense. Okay, now that we have our harvester, we also have a few things we're also going to need to create. Let's throw our gold over here and see that we're going to need some plastic happenings. Our plastic is happening, thank you very much. Okay. Here, making some nice little sheets. Now, are we able to make a bed with this? Or at least put some sheets on our bed, because I feel a little ill-disposed when I'm on... What the heck? PRC Owner's Manual by Power Crystals. That'd actually be an interesting thing to look at. Maybe once we finish our crafting, we can check that out. However, now's not the time for that. But we are going to need to get our pots, because frankly we are going to get a little flowery. So if you have children, now's the time to make them look the other way. Okay, now that that's done, we can get our planter, which we're probably missing a key ingredient. Thankfully it doesn't seem like it, so we are good to go. Bah! There we go. So now there's two conditions that we're going to have to meet on this, but let's go... Someone threw a brick in my window and probably failed. Wait, maybe I threw that. Anyway, so these are very interesting machines, even though I've never actually used them before, but I'll try my best to explain them. So we have our harvester here, which harvests trees in a 3x3 area in front of it and outputs a few things. So it has a bunch of different settings. Does it require a shearer? I wonder. It might. It might. However, I am not entirely sure. But let's see. We got energy, we got a sludge thing, and we also have our planter, which we need to plant. So let's plant our planter, which needs to be below, underneath dirt. And we see a bunch of inventory things that are not entirely helpful to our present predicament. So this is going to start looking like Vietnam war zone, so you might want to be very cautious. So I think we should be able to input leaves. No, harvester doesn't actually plant stuff. So this is going to output, and the saplings are going to want to go into there, and the remainder needs to go out. So we're going to need a diamond pipe, and we're going to need some regular pipes. So let's sort our junk out of the way. Make sure that, wait, do we have everything from here? Nothing of prestigious value except for the minium shards. We'll just sort our stuff, make sure that we have everything, and then get to work. Now, I think to make it easy on us, we're going to need to make a few things. We're going to want to make, let's get the remainder of that wood. It's not a good idea to have that. We're going to want to get some engines so that we'll have at least a good starting point to our experimentation. So what I think we're going to want to craft, first of all, are some build craft gears, which are going to be a bit dastardly to create because it is always dastardly to create. What reason do you have for that? And we cannot actually compatibilize. So let's make some cobblestone. We're going to want to make some buildcraft gears because we're going to start off with powering with some buildcraft energy. Buildcraft energy is obviously important in this, so let's make our engines, our Stirling engines, to start off with. These require coal to operate. And we've got to be smart with this also. We don't want to just go willy-nilly with doing everything. We're wanting to start with some diamond transport pipe, and we'll probably also need to get either some iron pipe or some stone pipe. Let's go with some smooth stone piping, like so. Then that should be good. Smooth stone piping and a bit of nap time will go a long way. So the two engines will be powering our tree farm. We're going to need some saplings before we add to our tree farm, and we're also going to want to see the outputting behavior of the farm because frankly I have no clue on the behavior of it because I've never actually used it. Let's put our plasticky needs over here. I'm thinking it'll output directly in there, though I am not entirely positive. Let's go grab the cobblestone. We got enough sticks and etc. to be of use, and I still don't think this is working very well, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Let's get some fuel. No, we got some fuel. That'll be good. Okay. So there are a few things that we're going to need. Ah, yes, that's what I was trying to remember about. Sticks, for one, because they're useful, and some saplings. Saplings need to be planted before anything else happens, really. And speaking about anything else, let's get our area and get a bit more of an area and see what we have here. So oak saplings over here, and we'll go with some just straight up power, and then we'll go for some side power. This should output out like this, supposedly, and then go out there. In theory, also going inside the machine to replenish the saplings. Now, because I don't want it to be horrible right off the bat, we're going to just slightly modify it so that the engine goes here instead. And if the engine's here instead, that'll be good. It won't interact unneedingly with our nice little thing here, which will have saplings go into the planter, which is the green, and everything else will want to go out. And they'll just pop out since we don't have any way to catch it, but that will be good for now. So 2 levers to power him, and one over here when we actually have... Wait, we do have it down. Good. Okay, so start off with charcoal here. Can't really harvest anything, so we'll put that on after, and go over here. So it should start planting. Assuming we're actually getting energy, however. Okay, we're getting energy, and we're getting a charge. There's also work here. Okay, and it also seems to have used it. That is good, and we got a nice 3x3 area. So, when these start to grow, we'll start seeing some stuff happening. However, there's no easy way to tell when it's ready. Now, let's just go and put some energy into here, so it'll go when it's ready. And in the meantime, while we're working on that, we might as well go and grab a chest using our handy dandy translocator mod, and then just put the chest so we can catch any of the materials if we were to not be there at that given time, which is good. So all we can really do with this setup is wait until something happens. That being said, we do have some bones, so let's go with some bone meal, force grow it, assuming it actually force grows. We'll allow it to force grow. Idle time, work time. Is there any possible fertilizer that we can put in here? Yep. It grew. It grew. It has definitely grew. And I hear it's harvesting, though going at an obviously slow rate. Sheer leaves is set to no, and we got some sludge. That does not sound healthy. That does not sound healthy. Now, what will it do when it's full of sludge? Will it just do nothing? Wow, this is absurdly slow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm supposing when we get to a faster output than 1 Minecraft joules per tick, it'll be a lot better. However, this is... Well, we know it works. We know it works. And here's our sapling. And it did output correctly. Now, I'm assuming that since there's sludge, liquid form, it should be able to be piped out from another side. So we'll be able to pipe that out if need be. So sapling going out. Let's see, does it correctly institute itself into here? Please, please. Yes, it did. Okay, so that's good. That's all we really need to know. Whoa, that's actually growing pretty quickly. Oh, that's growing really quickly. But this isn't harvesting fast enough, so we're in a bit of a pickle. Okay, so this tells us a few things. It tells us that my factory reloaded tree farm does work. However, you need to be quick enough to handle everything. We do not have the energy reserves to do that, however, so we're going to need to make a few machines before we get into any of the serious upgrades that we will need. So some of the things that we'll need is to get an energy cube and an actual Minecraft Joule network. So to start off, we're going to need to eventually work ourselves up to Magma Crucible. Magma Crucible will require nether bricks. However, we can smelt some of the nether bricks by certainly just taking the netherrack. That'll be an easy enough thing to do. However, are there any other things? Reception coil, not difficult. Do we have... What? LMNOP? What the heck is that? Okay, Ars Magica, stop trolling. You stop trolling, troll. Okay, so we're going to need a better power network. That much is obvious. We can go with some... Ooh, I remember some oil way over there somewhere. What do portable tanks require? Portable tanks require hardened glass, which require an induction smelter. And an induction smelter, in turn, requires Invar ingots, which needs some of that Invar blend, which is gained from, I think, and it requires an induction smelter to make. Great. Okay, let's set ourselves. Oh, Kieran Dave joined. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna set myself and then see how everything goes. Okay, so I'm thinking the first thing we need to make is that handy dandy induction smelter, and if I'm correct, we'll be able to use the crusher and get our ferrous ore to get some ferrous dust. If it doesn't give ferrous dust, however, we're going to need to get a little imaginative, since we will want to go and... mobs can't spawn on this block. Not very useful, since I don't even have light Invar. We need ferrous dust combined with iron dust to make an Invar blend. Then we need to further smelt that to make the Invar ingot. And that shouldn't be too difficult, assuming that we actually get our dust that we need, and we got the ferrous material. That is good. That is good. Dropping the stuff is not good, however, so let's not do that. So, how much of this will we have? Oh, crud. Can we not make it with that? Wait, isn't it 2, not 1? Derp! Derp, wave times the derp. Okay, so then we need to further cook this into a furnace, assuming that we have any furnace real estate left. Apparently, we just have 1 bit left. Okay, and then we can make the... In the meantime, let's make the redstone reception coil. We should have the gold required for that. And let's throw you back in there. You back in there. Heck, why not there? And this. Okay, gold reception coil, and we're also going to need to get a few machine frames. That'll require some further smeltery of that. So if we just do that, that should be good. So 2 of these, I think, which will require a bit of glass, a bit of iron, and a bit of gold. So 2 machine frames should set us nice. And let's go with 2 coils. Redstone reception coil should be all we need in the meantime. And then we also have our copper, which we'll quickly grab. Yes, we got 2 copper. And what also is required for the induction smelter? A bucket for some reason. No clue what reason it could need a bucket for. But hey, I'm not the one who pays the bills. I'm not going to be mean about it and everything. And then once we get that, and what were we going for? Ah, yes, you. Invar ingots. We can go get the copper. First of all, the Invar. And if I was a bit more mechanical with my clicks, this wouldn't be as difficult of a thing to make. We got our induction smelter. Now this induction smelter unfortunately does require some energy, so we will need to supply it with energy. It takes a maximum power of 4 Minecraft joules. So what we're going to do is probably go for the simple, and that is a big block of wood. We're going to go with the simple approach. Just going to take the 2 engines that we have and a lever, since we can never have enough leverage, and then we'll be able to get everything. Okay, let's just go a little zappy and get those guys out of the way, because I kind of hate skeletons. Huh. I just pulled a Joan of Arc over there. So, now we're going to need to power multiple machines at once. We'll want to probably move this mechanism into a different area. And of course, you know, I'm not one for actually listening to instructions, but you'd think that I'd know by now. Never break the glass. It could be a bit of a problem. So, what we're going to want to do is put these Stirling engines here, and we'll have 2 redstone, and we'll have gold going up there. Redstone conductor pipes. Now that I think of it, we might as well recess these engines, because, hey, what type of school break is it without recess? And we're also going to need to get our first type of wrench. Our first wrench is going to be one that's going to wrench on your heartstrings. Yes, you're right. It's the standard Buildcraft wrench. There's a crescent wrench as well, but we cannot afford it, probably. Depends. Does it even work on the machines? It requires steel. Guess what we can't afford? Did you say steel? You're right. Isn't that great? And I am mixing metaphors, aren't I? But I'm always a person to mix stuff up, so it's not like it matters too much. So, here we go. Mixing this up yet again. Still gotta get used to that dang Buildcraft mechanic. And we're going to need to... Oh dear. It seems that Kieran is raiding the Nether currently and is not exactly having a bang-up job about it. Okay, so first of all, let's make our wooden pipes, and we're going to need to conductify these. So let's conduct our annual research budget on how to better clog our inventory space. You know what? This area doesn't have much in the way in it, so I'm thinking magical slash... Oh gosh, he is definitely having fun. Maybe I should help him. Okay, we're back. I managed to save... Wait, what? Where? Where? There's a stronghold? There is a stronghold over there. Okay, I've got to find where Kieran is. Okay. Which gate? Ah, it'd be so much better if we were actually talking. Ah. Okay, so Kieran may have found a stronghold. I'm going to go find him and then be right back. Okay, so apparently it was actually a Nether stronghold. Not quite the one I thought it'd be, but all the same, it's much better than I anticipated. I think there's also some platinum ore here. Nether platinum, that is good, and that is what we're going to want to get. So, it's another stronghold, and we managed to find also some ghost trees over there, as well as... Ooh, I think this is from Tinker's Construct. What are you? You are cobalt. Okay, now I know what cobalt looks for. Now, I think the pigmen are still angry at us, so we're going to need to tread really carefully. And Dave has fell in a nice little hole. Good job, Dave. Good job. Okay, so how do we best get into there? I'm not too sure if there's even a good way to get there. Oh, pigmen. Pigmen is angry. Pigmen are always seeming to be angry at me. Always seem to be angry at me. I have no idea why. Okay, so we're at a nice, lovely little vantage point. What's the best way? What's the best way to get into here? I'm not too sure. Maybe we have to pillar up. That's probably the best, well, the best way to do. Nether diamonds. No, that's nether tin. Dang it. It's hard to tell the difference between diamond tin and all the other ores that are in this place because they're so the same. Yeah, I'm thinking that going up is also the best way to... Bah! You are always bad at timing. I've got a faster. Okay, so we're gonna go staircase up. And then... hopefully get a better run at this place. So, thankfully, this does solve our nether brick problem, even though it's not necessarily a problem to begin with. However, it's still nice to have. Let's get a torch in here, and then, we should be up there soon. Up, blazes. Blazes, blazes, blazes. What the blazes? That's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so we seem to almost have cut through. Oh, no. Hello. You seem to be a very nice individual. I do not know why you would want to hurt me. Because of your ghastly personality. Okay, we're in. Up. Blaze, blaze. Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill him. Ta! Kill him dead. And he's on fire. And he is on fire. This is where a fire shield... Nether wart! Yes! Okay, we're going to go and collect the nether wart. So that's good. We can do some potion brewing, thankfully. And we also got some soul sand, which also might, now that I think of it, be a good thing to have as well, since we will be harboring a lot of feelings of guilt over our horribleness in this dang area. Okay, and this place is broken. Okay, so let's go onwards, see if there's any goodies. Why are you always attacking me? Gosh dang it. Okay, yeah, they love me. Okay, so let's see. Got, this is the outside. Oh my gosh, they are coming in from over there. What is with them? What is with them? And you have disappeared. Hello? Dave? Daviekins? Where are you? There you are. You are upstairs for some odd reason. There you are. Okay, how did you get up there? How did you get up there? And he's sneaking. It's like he doesn't want to be seen for some reason. I do not know why that would be. Oh! Maybe because I am such a hazard that I am always getting blown to bits. Maybe that has something to do with it. However, I don't know about that. Okay, so we got some more azurite, which is another Tinker's Construct item, which is going to be useful once we get out of this place. And it is very scary, and I do not like scary. Okay, so going around here. And we can go around and hope for a dead end. A dead end is not fun. Too true, too true. Okay, so let's go onwards. Hope for the best. We got, I don't think, too much to worry about in this area. Though all of the, oh my god, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants. No, 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 no. Gosh, dang it. Ah, yeah. What is it? What is it? Okay, so maybe that's just blue dyed armor. That's what I'm thinking, though I'm not too sure. Let's go check. Lapis armor. Great. Great. Just dandy. Dandy. And we got another one that seems like it wants to hug me. Maybe I'm such a huggable person. Okay, so don't think there's really anything here. So let's see if there's anything else. We'll resume. Otherwise, we'll just get out here. Haha! Okay, so we managed to save Kieran Day from the horrible lands of horribleness. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but hey, what do you expect? Not much, apparently. So let's put our nice little stuff over here and get our induction smelter getting some energy. We're going to need to, unfortunately, go get something. It's an abstractor. And I have no clue what it is, really. I did check. It didn't exactly tell me much. However, Kieran may or may not deem to see that I am... Oh, fantasy metal into pure experience. Huh. I am not too sure why I'd want to do that currently. However, I am more than willing to go and get my nice little levers to get everything rolling. So let's go get some levers. And it's a good thing that we have our nether bricks, because now we'll be able to get other stuff. And a nexus would certainly be helpful. So let's first get, I think, this much. I'm not too sure how long that'll go, but it sure will help. We also got some berries downstairs that he might like, though that's something else entirely. Currently, I am just setting up a system. Much better to talk via communication standards, though that is not even much. And yes, I did. Dang, it looks like I got a little ahead of myself and in working on all of this stuff. Thankfully, we do seem to be getting closer to some sort of stable source of power. We're going to want to remove this stuff, because now we'll be able to use our induction smelter. I suppose we can look on what were we going to use our induction smelter for. First of all, we wanted to get some hardened glass by getting some lead. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything for the lead. Do we have any lead ore? I do not think I was digging at that level, though it will be needed for other parts eventually, so we are going to want to look at that in the future. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Resonance Rises. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.